Hello everybody, 45 Aviation here. Today we are going to do something different. We're going to review Gemini200 Alaska-8 University of Washington Horizon Air. So I got this model a couple days on eBay. I'm a big collector of model airplanes, so let's get this started. Alright, so here is the box. Every Gemini200 model comes in a very nice collector's box. If you're new to Gemini, always make sure you save the box. It's both good for like if you move places or just kind of displaying it. So yeah, here's what the model is supposed to look like. Alright, let's open it up and see what it looks like. Okay, so when we open the box, we have this protective layer. And this just comes off by sticking your two fingers here and you lift this up. And these little metal looking rods here are your stand. And how the stand works is you have these two little holes here, and what you'll do is you'll take these two little sticks here and you're just going to attach them in here in each of the holes with the plastic end facing up. And then that's how your stand will look. Okay, so now over to the model itself. Alright, so the model, for a lot of people who collect these don't usually touch them a lot, and I think Gemini knows that. So what they do is they include this little plastic cover here so that if you don't want to touch the model with your fingers, you can just grab the model with the plastic cover on top. So let's get this out and take a look. Alright, so here we go. So I'm going to take the plastic cover off because I'm not really worried about fingerprints or anything. Alright, so here's the model. Alright, so first thing is, this is a real airplane. Alaska does do university liveries. It's mainly like Mountain West teams and any team in the Pac-12 or the West Coast, because obviously they have a big hub and focus point in the West, specifically Seattle and places like that. So the registration here is N435QX. So you can actually look that up on Flight Radar 24, and that is indeed an airplane. It's not a made-up tail number. Going over here, if you'll note, everything with the Alaska logo, or everything Alaska on here, is painted in the Washington Huskies colors. The Washington Huskies are a Pac-12 school, if anyone was curious. Their colors are purple, gold, and white. Hence the reason this airplane is purple, gold, and white. Alright, so going around this, obviously you have very good details. Trying to get this to focus here. It's kind of hard, but I'm using a phone to do this. On the front of this, the words right below the front window screen is University of Washington, and then Horizon Air. Turning it around here. And once again, you have the same writing on the other side. And then on the turboprops themselves, they say Huskies. The University of Washington is called the Huskies, so that's why it's on there. And then I'm not sure what the Go Dogs thing is. I'm assuming that just has to do with the fact that they're called the Huskies. And then you have the traditional Washington Huskies W on the tail. And then here are your turboprops. And then I think this wheel rotates, if I'm not mistaken. It came slightly when I got this out of the box. It came slightly rotated, so I'm assuming it rotates. I'm going to take a look though. Or it just came like that, I guess. I'm not going to play around too much with that. One thing, if you are a new Gemini collector, the models are very fragile, so if something doesn't look like it moves, it probably doesn't. So don't force anything too hard, or you will break it, and you will get mad, because these are expensive models. Here is the underbody. You have this little circle here. If I can get my camera to focus. That little circle there, that is where the stand will actually go. And then, of course, you have the little red strobe light there. And then your landing gear, of course. These do not come off, so do not try to pull them off. I know some of the models have that, like the 737s have that, but these do not. So don't try, if you have young kids or new model collectors, make sure that you don't pull these off, because you will not be able to put them back on without glue. So yeah, that's just your underbody there. Looking at it from the top, of course you got another strobe light there, a little antenna there. It doesn't look like there's a Wi-Fi dome on this. I believe that most of the Dash 8s, they're pretty standard service, so I don't believe they have a Wi-Fi dome. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they do. And then I'll show you kind of from the back what it looks like here. So that's your view from the back. And then just a little side shot there. And then I'll show you this side here. This might be a good thumbnail, actually. And I hope y'all don't mind the repetitive angles here, but I really want you to see as many angles of this, because I know that a lot of the videos that I watch, because when I buy these models, I usually try to find product review videos on these, and I notice that I don't see enough angles, in my opinion, so I'm trying to give you as much as I can. All right, I think that's good. So yeah, that is the model. There are a lot of good sellers for this. I highly recommend this model. This is a very detailed model. I would definitely look on eBay. There were some better prices overall on their website because there are multiple sellers. I wouldn't recommend buying right away from other sellers like Amazon or Gemini themselves because their prices were a little higher than what I bought on eBay. Bought this for on eBay. So yeah. Oh, and then on the front, obviously, below the window, you have the cockpit windshield wipers. So comes in handy in Washington. You know, weather's always crappy up there. So yeah, that's the model. I hope you enjoy. I would highly recommend this. Like I said, if you're a new model buyer, Gemini200 is definitely the way to go. And again, make sure you do some shopping around. Don't just settle on the first price you see because you can find lower priced Gemini models. I got this for $59. I looked at other ones that were selling for $79. So obviously you can by doing a little shopping around, you can save some money in the process. So anyway, hope you all enjoy. Hope you have a blessed week. Goodbye.